GameMasters here with this week's News in Gaming. Today is Monday, January 17th, 2022. And while we can't possibly cover all aspects of gaming news, these are a few things that we found particularly interesting. Today's news is going to be full of leaks and spoilers, so you have been warned. First, we have an update on a story we reported last week in regards to Razer's new Zephyr Pro mask and the hiccup they got into by advertising it as being a mask that could not hold an N95 air filter. The main issue being that their holding chamber was too big and failed to create a seal. They have now updated their website to reflect in big, bold letters, this is not an N95 mask respirator. It has not yet been explained exactly what type of air filter the Zephyr Pro will use. In Magic the Gathering news, leaks are coming in for the new Magic the Gathering set Kamigawa Neon Destiny. Over on Reddit, cards are starting to show up, which is not surprising, with this new release due out on February 11th, a little under a month away. While there are some that question the validity of the cards, and as you can see, most of the images are of a very poor photo quality, we are almost guaranteed that Wizards of the Coast will release full spoiler list with card art as we get closer to the release date. Not to be outdone with leaks, the newest book to release for Dungeons & Dragons, Mordenkainen Presents Monsters of the Multiverse, has seen its share of leaks as well, the biggest coming from YouTuber Nerd Immersion, where someone has provided to him, again low-resolution photos, of the interior of the book. The funny part here is, Monsters of the Multiverse is being released in a gift set alongside with two other books, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything and Xanathar's Guide to Everything, which have been updated and eroded. However, no one seems to care about any of the leaked information from those two books in this gift set. Monsters of the Multiverse is chock full of monsters that can now be played as characters. The gift set is due out on January 25th, with Monsters of the Multiverse due to release independently later this year. One thing that we have learned is that in Unearthed Arcana, Travelers of the Multiverse, the monster races presented, Astral Elf, Autognome Gif, Hadozi, Plasmoid, and Thri-Kreen, do not appear in the Monsters of the Multiverse book. This convinces me that these races will appear in a 5th edition version of Spelljammer, something I predicted last year. Nintendo has announced that there is a website out there that has been illegally spoofing theirs and has been selling Switches and other Nintendo products at a heavy discount. Only when the item arrives, it's an actual brick. While Nintendo will unleash their legal team to dispatch the sites that illegally use their logos and try to sell their products, they also warn buyers to be very aware of sites that they are on before making a purchase, and that if a product seems too heavily discounted to be true, it is just that, too good to be true. Some Star Wars fans are upset over the latest installment of the Book of Boba Fett, currently releasing on Disney+. What's the fuss all about? Zippers. Yep. Zippers. Going back to the days when Ralph McQuarrie was the concept artist for Star Wars, there was even notes written that simply stated, "No zips showing." Others have been quick to point out that even Luke Skywalker sports a flight suit with a zipper, so it's not totally unheard of. We have also just learned that Danny Trejo will appear at some point in the Book of Boba Fett. No Bothans died to bring us this information. 3 days ago, we saw the release of the newest installment of Scream, and while the familiar faces of Sidney, Gale, and Dewey return, played by Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, and David Arquette respectively, we also have learned that Billy Loomis, played by Skeet Ulrich, is also returning. But wait, wasn't he shot dead in the first movie? Well, yes, he was. So how does he return? Well, we can't give away all the spoilers. Now, over to Zombie Mall for sports. Thank you, Zombie Mall here. Goats Ball continues in round 2 as the Rorgersheim Rotters face off against fellow Moonshae Isle inhabitants, the Iron Keep Giants. As you know, Game Masters, the Iron Keep Giants play by a slightly different set of rules with only 4 players on the field at a time due to their size and reach, as opposed to the 11 players that other teams play by. Hathfield was injured in last week's game, but is still expected to play, citing, "It's only a broken leg. That won't stop me." What a player. Back to you, Game Masters. Thank you, Zombie Maw. And now we go to Brian for the weather. Weather in Waterdeep today will see a high of 35 degrees with a low of 15. No precipitation is on the radar for the next 24 hours, and the wind is calm. Much of the harbor is frozen over. However, work is going around the clock to break the ice on shipping lane 5. But still, many supplies are slow moving. Back to you, Game Masters. That's all we have for news today. If there is something newsworthy you would like to discuss, please leave a comment below, and until next our paths cross, may your monsters not get leaked. Boy, that came out wrong.